Les rêves des amoureux.
Hi everyone, it's Liz, Round Robin with Liz. I'm glad you stopped in. I'm going to show you how to make 3 easy meals. I'm going to feed you 3 times with 3 ingredients. And my grandma always said, so long as you had bread, tomatoes, and cheese, you can make 3 beautiful dishes. Look at this. Tomatoes provincial, bruschetta, homemade crouton bread, and basil, tomato, and cheese aperitif. Let's get cooking. So my first recipe for a quick and fun and easy dish is going to be tomatoes provincial. It is a French dish, but I'm not French. We just used to love tomatoes provincial or tomatoes provincial. And it's fresh tomato cut in half. And I'm going to show you how we do it on the tray and make it taste yummy. Next, I'm going to mix some easy cheeses that I had here in the refrigerator. Don't go fancy, don't go buy a bunch of cheese. Use what you have. Sometimes you have Monterey Jack, sometimes you just have a Parmesan in the shaker. I have feta and I have some Parmesan that I'm going to use for my topper on my provincials. Next, take just a regular loaf of bread, whatever you have on hand, white bread, wheat bread. In this case, I have white enriched wheat bread, and I'm going to go ahead and make breadcrumbs out of it. But at the same time that I'm making my breadcrumbs, I'm going to make crackers that we're going to dip. These are going to be the breadcrumbs right here. Then I've got my little crackers that I'm going to bake. I'm going to bake those right along with the tomato. And we're going to pop this in the oven, 350, for about 15 minutes. For the breadcrumbs, I'm going to use the ends of the bread, just coarsely chop them just like this. These make really good croutons too, but I'm using them because I'm going to crush them. See this?
Fifteen minutes later.
The timer just went off. It looks like our bread biscuits are ready. See how easy that is just to toast up some bread, make your own little biscuit. This goes great with bruschetta. Got the tomatoes and a little bag of breadcrumbs. So I'm going to add some parsley to my Provençal mixture of cheeses. See? After the breadcrumbs are all nice and toasted, you can crumble them into your cheese, your parsley. The tomatoes are going to be hot off the pan, so be very careful when handling them. I'm just smushing in a little bit of the core so I can fit in my topping. This is my method for doing a breadcrumb. It works, trust me, it works. Back in the oven for about another 2 minutes.
2 minutes later.
Ooh, totally ready. Look at the tomato provincial. Yummy, delicious. That's a meal in itself. Now I'm gonna make some bruschetta. Bruschetta is super easy. It's gonna be just salt and pepper seasoning, diced tomatoes, fresh garlic, and a drizzle of my avocado oil. Now that I've got my diced fresh from the garden tomatoes, I'm gonna just season it slightly. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some dill that I've got. You can use whatever seasoning you want. I'm using what I have on hand. The main ingredient in this dish is tomato and garlic. Now the drizzle of my avocado oil. Remember that in bruschetta, the star of the show is going to be your garlic and your tomato. Got that all mixed up? I'm going to refrigerate this for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes later.
Bruschetta is garlic, oil, tomato on a homemade cracker or crouton or toasted bread of any kind. We're going to do our third recipe, and it's tomato basil with a little sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. All you need is bread, cheese, tomato for a good little light lunch. This is kind of a tapas style. I'm going to take a couple of the breads. I'm going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. I'm going to line my tomato. I like them loaded up. Basil from the garden. And just a drizzle, a super light drizzle of oil. And this is going to go prepared just like this into the oven for about 2 minutes.
2 minutes later.
Okay, the tomato basil with a little bit of cheese is ready. We're taking that out. Just basil, oil, tomato, cheese on a homemade large cracker crouton. Hi everyone, it's Liz with Round Robin. I just finished up a little trio of goodies here that I'm going to taste. And I think that you'll really like them. The first one that I'm going to taste that we cooked together is tomatoes provincial. It just takes 3 little ingredients: tomato, cheese, and some bread, homemade breadcrumbs. So delicious. I added in parsley and a couple of drops of avocado oil. This is a meal. It is so good. Delicious. You taste the freshness of the tomato. The tomato is highlighted here in this dish, but it's filling, it's yummy, it's warm. Next, I showed you how to make bruschetta, homemade cracker croutons. Look at these. They're perfect. Just bread, any kind of bread you have. Tomatoes, again, tomatoes is the star. Garlic, diced finely or coarsely, and a little sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Look at this, bruschetta. Oh my gosh. I let this marinate in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. So good. Filling. Lastly, I showed you how to use bread, tomato, cheese with a piece of basil. If you don't have basil, that's fine. Use tomato cheese anyway. Bake it in the oven, tomato cheese bread. You have a cute, filling little cracker toast. Tomato, basil, Parmesan cheese, your own homemade cracker bread, all with these 3 ingredients right here. Yummy! I'm really glad you guys stopped by. I was happy to show you 3 ingredients, 3 little easy dishes to make. Economical and yummy. Thanks for stopping by. I love you guys. Bye.